Grace and peace, everybody. We are back. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title. Let's get at it. Andrew Wilson recently addressed the whole Candace Owens, Erika Kirk, TPUSA shenanigans, saga, soap opera. It was really informative. So let me go ahead. Andrew, come on up here to the front of the church, man. Give us your report. Break it down, brother. Let's go.
We've seen the going on. We've seen all of the low IQ takes and everything. And you and I have been sort of loosely covering this whole Candace investigation for a very long time now. And one of the things we've noticed is it seemed very woman-coded, right? It seemed very much like there was a lot of sort of female, rhetoric and everything that I don't know, but I know.
We've talked about this. We've talked about how women have been almost militarized and radicalized to literally attack other women for no good reason. Like they're literally scrambling and scraping and biting and clawing at Erika because another woman told them that they don't like them. This is some high school level stuff, but let's go.
These sorts of things. And I went on one of her posts the other day and I started to look through the comments and it was actually alarming to me. I've got it up here on my screen share about just the level of female engagement that is going on there on YouTube, which is normally a platform that is male dominated. So she did this thing saying that she's not retracted a single claim that she's made about Erika Kirk, whatever. And then look, peaceful heart, wonder what gender that is. Seeking truth is not a crime. Observation of inconsistency is not defaming. Natasha, Harple just opened the door for TPUSA to Candace. With a Nimrod, I hope Candace obliterates them all. Miranda, truth is our greatest weapon. George Strait lover, probably a woman. I pray every day for justice for Charlie. Quasar, this chick has a female photo. Christ is king, we stand with you. Raising Raina. George is down for the fight. Mrs. Malaga, I'm glad I'm not the only one excited for the discovery.
Look at Andrew's face.
They think it's a soap opera.
Yeah, dude, it's like, but I'm telling you, all
and Candace is the main character in the soap opera. Fact. And Erika Kirk is the nefarious foil. But my God, can we just get to an allegation at some point? Just ever.
Yeah.
Can we just ever get to I'm actually accusing you of this. It's like the fun part never comes. You're always in the evidence gathering stage, but you never quite get to make an accusation about something. Actually say, here's what's going on in reality. It's like perpetual edging. There's always going to be a payoff around the corner, and the payoff never comes. It never comes. Like, what's the payoff here? After all this is said and done, what's my big payoff? Are we any closer to knowing who really done it? No.
No.
But does anybody have any new compelling evidence on who really done it? No.
They're getting close.
Yeah, it's always in the evidentiary phase, the finding phase, and never moves into the make an accusation phase. Never.
But this is where the theory comes in, right? So either we're looking at something really low IQ, or we're looking at a space that used to be male dominated, because YouTube is about 80% male, right? And normally with conspiracy theories and politics and everything, this was something that men would engage with more and less so women. Now, since the Charlie Kirk thing, and since it's become this big sort of soap opera true crime thing, it appears as though women are engaging in a huge way. Women who didn't give a shit about politics before, they didn't care about right-wing media or anything like that before. And now the zone is getting flooded by women. And all of these people you see, like every day in my live streaming, I would see some woman who's just like coming to give me stupid opinions. I have to ban them. And on Twitter as well, you're constantly getting straw manned by women. And this didn't really seem to happen as much before. Are you noticing this, or is it just me?
I just want to talk about that for a quick hot second, because Andrew is definitely on the button. But the transition, the through line from the true crimes, the first 48 hours to now where we are into the real world played out in real time, is that highway is filled with women. It's filled with women. Now, of course, there are men who are found themselves in this, and a lot of them are simps. A lot of them are trying to find, because it's such female attention, that they've got into this space because they know they'll get attention from this audience, and it'll help boost their numbers and all that kind of stuff like that. But as like on my channel, the majority of my channel is men on my channel. So, shout out to the guys, shout out to the brothers, as well as the sisters. Shout out to all of y'all. But on Candace's, I can guarantee you, if it wasn't 80%, it's 90% female, because it's just it's such a mean girl high school lunchroom bonanza of craziness. But let's let Andrew go. Let's go.
No, well, I've always thought that Candace Owens attracted a large female audience, and that's why they're all crazy. It's just like TikTok. Do you want to know why people love the TikTok invasions? Which, by the way, I'm going to give you guys 3 of them this week because I'm awesome. Mm-hmm. The reason that they love TikTok invasions is because TikTok is dominated by women. And so you get to see into the mind of a woman, and you realize that it's a crazy place full of lunatic, batshit crazy ideas and over emotional lunatics and everything else. You get to, and that's all you're seeing here too. You're seeing a frenzy, a feeding frenzy of overly emotional moms and Karens who have been following this as a true crime saga, and they always think the payoff is right around the corner. There's never going to be a payoff. There's never a payoff.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, let's just go to a recent, what is it?
I'll just add this. Like, think about the Macron case. What was the payoff of that? She totally gave up on the Macron case. What's going on with Charlie? She totally gave up on that. She's given up on more cases and more quote unquote investigations than she's actually solved. Tell me which one that she actually solved, and what was the upshot? What was the punchline? The Kamala documentary. What was the upshot of that? What was the closing of that? What was it? Black Lives Matters? What was the closing of it? How did it all wrap up? See?
Say to Candace, with a Nimrod, I hope Candace obliterates them all. Miranda. Let's just go to a recent, 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago. What's her live streams? That's where she does it. Bell Pock. It's not a ballroom, it's a ballroom. Bell. Glow.
Yeah, like the demon, like the Satan, basically.
Fran Ban. I think Erika hit the 6th stage of grief. Bridal shots. It's just women thinking about other women.
That's all they do.
But it's I don't know. I haven't seen.
But it never has anything to do, Jake, with anything. The state right now, the state is saying, we have the guy. We got now, whether you believe they got the guy or not, whatever, doesn't matter. The state is giving you a beginning of the story, a middle of the story, and they're going to bring you a conclusion to the story. That's what's going to happen. With Candace Owens, you get the beginning of the story, and that's all you ever get is the beginning of the story. There's not even a middle. There's never going to be a conclusion because the goal is not to reach a conclusion. The goal is just to go on and for hours about nonsense that's completely unverified with zero evidence to back it up, and over and over and over again fail to give an audience a conclusion. And for some reason, they're just like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I just want to tune in and never have a conclusion to any of this, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just sort of wondering because you see guys like Ian Carroll and Jimmy Dore and they're sort of like Candace is similar to like Fuentes with the alt-right. Fuentes comes and breaks through to the mainstream, and there's a bunch of people who are sort of lagging behind, riding the coattails in a way, and getting that reaping the whirlwind. Seems something similar going on with this Candace thing. And then there's all these investigators. And now I don't know if you've noticed that there's a mutiny going on amongst the investigators now. Amongst the independent investigators, they're all mutinying and calling each other feds now, the ones who are doing the investigation.
Right.
Oh, I'm so shocked. I'm stunned. How could it be? And I'm guessing that they're all providing evidence for how the other ones are fed too, right?
And now some of them are calling Candace a fed. Saying Candace must be
couldn't be.
She's got all this access and information. So she must be a fed.
No, couldn't be. And I'm sure they have evidence for these claims, right?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's all off of vibes.
Yeah, they're all just asking questions.
Well, there's no evidence that there isn't evidence out there.
Right.
There must be, there's got to be some evidence.
Right.
We just haven't found it yet.
Yes, that's
no closer now to the day all of this started about learning who really done it. Was Charlie killed with a 30-06 or wasn't he? We're no closer to getting answers to any of those fucking questions from any of the supposed independent investigators who are always waiting on bated breath for the state to give them more information about. They literally wait all day long to argue about the efficacy of the state's case. That's it. Yeah. That's all that they do. So somebody else is actually gathering the evidence, and all they do is about the said evidence which is gathered.
Right about it, right.
But what independent investigation? All they do is investigate the state's evidence, and they don't even do that. They just mostly go, well, I found an incongruency on page 5, paragraph 3, and it's like we just never get anywhere. We never get anywhere.
Yeah, so I don't know, dude. When I look at all of the, what do you think it is? Do you think it is because we see astronomical numbers? Like, I can understand why Tucker has astronomical numbers because he's Tucker, but with the other guys and who are sort of in that orbit at the moment, it seems as though there's some sort of an algorithmic magnetism towards the Erika Kirk stories and everything. Like, do you think it's a crowd that isn't normally associated with conservative media who's coming?
Why do so many women listen to who's your daddy or who's her daddy or whatever, or I'm your whatever the show is called? Yeah. How come?
Because they're
just drama.
Because when people have emotional positions, when they have a thing that they believe fervently through emotion, they'll almost always die on the hill of that belief. They will almost never shrug off the thing that they're emotionally attached to, ever. You'll even see this with interpersonal conflicts between people, where people will go, I don't know, somebody snubs somebody one day and they have a lifelong blood feud over it. And nothing anybody will ever tell them will ever convince them that that person over there is not the worst person on earth, because they're emotionally attached to that position. Do you understand? Like, if you're emotionally attached to something, giving it up is very difficult.
Just think about how emotional the world was after Charlie Kirk died, for good or for bad. But I think it's fair to say that the world was emotionally raw, very sensitive. Lots of people were talking about their faith and wanting to go back to God and wanting to go to church and get answers to questions. A lot of people were kind of raw, if you will, and they really were looking for answers. So therefore, and they found an answer, and now they're stuck with it, and they won't let go of it.
It's a hard thing to do.
But it does feel like you are drip feeding us the information that you have about Charlie's death and the betrayals around him, episode by episode. Are you unable to lay it out all at once for us? Yes, I am obviously drip feeding. There's another theory that I'm still looking into that has been presented that I think is definitely interesting. Probably will have more on that maybe tomorrow or the next day. Another piece of this puzzle that I find to be fascinating. I will have more for you guys next week. We'll have more for you tomorrow. We will have more for you tomorrow. Some other stuff that I've been holding close to my chest. So much more is going to be exposed, and we're going to get into that more tomorrow. Incredibly interesting, and we're going to get more into that in tomorrow's episode. Holiday thing, which I'll get into tomorrow. We're going to get into a Russian and Ukrainian angle here for some reason. Some way, somehow. We'll see. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to jump back into the timeline because I've got some amazing little factoids to add to it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will have more explosive information and revelations. Again, we're working on a very, very big lead tomorrow that I believe that we should be able to present tomorrow. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow, I will show you. I was having recurring dreams about the fact that he was betrayed, and we will jump more into that narrative tomorrow. Something happened at Fort Huachuca, and tomorrow we're going to dive deeper. We'll get into that tomorrow, because tomorrow we're obviously going to get into her pageant days. I will tell you more about that tomorrow. He actually said more than that, actually. But we're fishing, right? So let's be patient. I've actually been sitting on this for a little bit over a week. Been intentionally setting bait, giving a little bit of information. I spent time setting a lot of bait. A lot of bait has been set. And we'll see what we get. A lot's going to be revealed. Like I said, even that I've been sitting on for a while, and I will have more for you on that next week. To be clear, I might actually release a name every day this week. It's only Monday, folks. I've actually discovered a lot more, but it's only Monday. We've discovered more, by the way, but it's only Tuesday. So we'll give you more. tomorrow. Anyways, more on that later. More on that later. We'll have more on that later. More on that later. More on that later. Like I said, more on that later. More on that later. I'll have a timeline for you. We will have more on Robbie Hild on Monday. But that, I promise you, I will actually have on Monday. So yeah, it's getting very interesting. We'll see you guys then. The truth is going to come out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I am going to get to the bottom of why he lost his life and who was behind it. So stay tuned. And I expect that when we get back, I'm going to have even more explosive revelations for you. You're absolutely doing this for Charlie Kirk. I hate to leave you on a cliffhanger. I don't actually hate to leave you on a cliffhanger. It brings you back. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, and also if you just want to tune in for the next installment, I mean, I don't know, where do they go after this? You know, this is the thing that I wonder. Even I've seen some people who I know in the industry who have gotten into these stories, and it's like now they're sort of intertwined with those characters who are all like the independent investigators. I see them all on live streams talking about the newest developments with TV USA and Erika, and it's like, I don't know if I'd want to be involved in that world.
Why? You can keep it going perpetually.
Can you?
Even post-trial, sure. The trial was biased, and well, you know, how long have they been investigating JFK? I mean, you could get what, 20 years? You could get 20 years out of this easy.
True. The trial was a hoax. And
look at the UFO guys. The UFO guys keep going. I mean, same. You see, Bob Lazar is on the TV in the 90s, and Bob Lazar is on the TV now. like they keep this going forever, just forever. And it's like people will eat it up, and there's very little you can do. If you come in as a logician and you start pointing out that all of the emotionality which is attached to these positions is absent really any sort of concrete or good evidence whatsoever, they immediately associate you with the said conspiracy. You must be part of it. You didn't affirm my feelings. You must be part. And it's no wonder women are driving all of this.
Shout out to Andrew Wilson and the Extravaganza. I'm going to leave the link to this down in the description. Go check them out. Watch the full interview. I thought it was very interesting, but that was just a segment I wanted to pull out and talk about. But again, I wanted to just throw that out there to you. Like this is a soap opera. It literally is a soap opera. And every day, countless people tap in to get their daily dose of stay tuned. Their daily dose of stay tuned. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode coming soon, and nothing ever happens. Let me know what you think. Add your 2 cents to the conversation down in the comments below. Thank you so much for liking this video and for hyping this video up, for supporting this video through super thanks, as well as for Cash Apps. I really do appreciate it. It does help out quite a bit here with what we're doing. I thank you all. And no matter what, thank you for just liking the video and for watching it. So until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment, because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.